Avenue, Minneapolis has become known worldwide as one of the top rock and roll venues.
Now the long-running club is getting the rock star treatment of its own in a stylish, beautiful new book. It's called First Avenue, Minnesota's Mainroom. Joining us now is the author of the book, Chris Riemenschneider. Chris, great to have you with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Boy, you have spent how many nights of your life at First Avenue?
Oh, yeah, too many. They blur together. Actually, it's funny. The people who are there, who have been there a ton, really weren't good sources, because it really does all just kind of blur.
Right. You're there so often.
People that have more of a selective memory were the better sources.
I think when people think of First Avenue, Prince is kind of the first thing that comes to mind.
Of course.
But there's more to the story than that, right?
You know, it's funny. I intended to kind of downplay Prince when I started the book.
Right.
But of course, he passed away about halfway through my writing of it, and that changed everything. You know, in a positive way. But even up to that point, I had learned. He really meant so much to that club, and the club meant so much to him. He only played there 9 times, like 9 full concerts, which isn't a ton.
And it's obvious, right? You see this outpouring, the people, the giant street party.
That was just a beautiful moment.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah. No, and that, it just hits home, you know, how much he meant, obviously how much he meant to the city, but that really kind of was the base. That really is kind of ground zero. And I think that's one of the greatest moments in Minnesota history, period. I just think culturally that just speaks so much to our, you know, our great city.
Yes,
and that having it outside that venue, I think, was fitting.
First Avenue was a bus depot originally?
Yeah, Greyhound Bus Depot, 1937 it opened. It's amazing. We have some beautiful old photos in this book, and you can't really make out, you know, tell what it is, but you see that same tile floor that's there today.
Huh.
And I mean, my God, what that floor has endured, you know.
Oh, man.
You can never clean
Yeah.
it. It can never be cleaned.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything that surprised you in putting this together?
I was surprised, and I shouldn't have been really, but how often the club almost closed over the years.
Oh, really?
I mean, this club has been hanging by a thread up until, ironically, up until 2004, when they did actually close for about 3 weeks. There was a bankruptcy and kind of an ownership battle that's detailed in the book. Since then, they've actually made a profit just about every year and have done very well. So they finally had the turnaround, but so many years they were just barely keeping the lights on.
I love, there's a little story in the book about Dave Perner and how he thought he was hated by the First Avenue booking because...
The longtime general manager of First Avenue, Steve McClellan, he can be a bit gruff. And he was kind of intimidating to all these bands in a good way, because he kind of had this skeptical attitude of them, which was very good to them. Kind of, they had to get over themselves, in other words, when they were playing First Avenue, and I think it made them better.
Dave thought he was busted, like taking a beer from behind the bar.
Well, yeah. Well, they all.
This was pre-Soul Asylum, right?
Yeah. You know.
Any concerts that stand out, kind of looking back at the history of this place?
You know, starting with the very first concert. It was a legendary concert. It was Joe Cocker, and it was this legendary tour. It was right after he had been in the Woodstock movie, so it was kind of his big breakout moment. And he had this 27-member band, and that was on opening night. And I mean, welcome to the music business, dealing with 27 hippies and their entourage and whatnot. And that was great. But midway through they played 2 sets that night, and in between the two, the manager of Joe Cocker said they won't go on if they get more money.
Wow,
and
crazy.
And it's like, welcome to the club business.
Couple of chances to hear more stories from Chris and share your own. He'll be at Talk of the Stacks tonight at 7. Tomorrow night,
yeah,
okay.
Thursday.
Tomorrow night at the Central Library in downtown Minneapolis. And then Sunday, November 12th at 6:30 p.m. That's when you're having the book launch at 7th Street Entry.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Really good. Congratulations on the book.
Thanks
What a great coffee table gift for people over the Christmas season.
People love the club.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Thanks, Chris.